I truly love this conversation of circumstances don't matter because we hear it all the time, but I think sometimes we can get really lost in the meaning of that because how do we ignore the things that are happening right in front of us? Like if the person that we desire is not treating us the way that we want to be treated, are we just supposed to ignore it and pretend that it's not happening? I think that the best way to explain how circumstances don't matter is you need to be clear in your knowing that whenever doubts or fear or uncertainty come up, you have to know that that is just an illusion, right? And so you need to prime yourself and your body to understand that the only truth is love. Like love is the only truth. So if I'm experiencing anything that is separate from love or making me feel separate from love, that is an illusion. And I don't have to exchange so much of my energy with it. And it reminds me of the episode that I also shared about. It was Deepak Chopra on the Oprah show. I've been watching a lot of vintage Oprah. And it was about when this woman got really mad at him for saying that we create our realities, and she had cancer. So she was kind of pissed. She was like, what do you mean that I created my cancer? And he basically said, he's like, I'm not saying that you created it, but I'm saying that you did participate in it, which means that every single circumstance that you don't like, but is still alive in your reality means that you are a participant in it, right? Even if that means subconsciously. But again, don't get so stuck in the whole, subconscious healing, because sometimes why we're not healed or like why we have not moved away from that subconscious block is because we just keep assuming that there is a block. And I get so tired of people saying like, I know my limiting belief. Like I know my limiting belief and I just don't know how to shift it. And it's like, well, maybe stop saying that. Like, let's start there. Let's start by telling ourselves that even though the block is there, I'm going to get through it. Or just stop assuming that you have these blocks in your life, like these subconscious blocks that you just need to release or like delete and all that stuff, right? It's like, instead of focusing on that, just come back to love. Literally, the energy of love, the frequency of love knows what to do. This is why I stopped manifesting last year, and I made a video about that as well. It's like, I just know that life itself has consciousness. Life itself is intelligent. It reminds me of this story by Anita Murjani. She wrote a book called Dying to Be Me, and she basically had a near-death experience, or like she actually died, and she had cancer. And the doctors were like, you're obviously not gonna get better because this is like stage 4, and it had already spread all over her body, and she actually died in the hospital. And she connected with, the frequency of love, and she felt love. She became love. She met her dad who had passed a few years before. She connected with her angels, her guides, all of this stuff. And then they basically told her like, hey, it's not your time. You got to go back to your body. And she's like, I don't want to go back to my body. Like, why would I choose to do such a thing? Like, I'm literally experiencing the feeling of love that I have never experienced before. And she was talking about how it was all bliss. And then she came back to the body. And even though it was hard, her cancer disappeared, right? And it's like, she never had to visualize herself healthy. She never had to imagine a healthier version of her, like her becoming the frequency of love. And then that frequency coming back into her body, that frequency of love healed her. She didn't have to do anything. And you don't have to have a near-death experience, by the way. Like I'm not saying that you have to die to kind of experience that, but that's kind of her work now, right? She's like, you don't have to die. Like all you have to do is stop believing in fear. Stop believing in your doubts more than you believe love. So when people say circumstances don't matter, it's more like, why are you believing that is the end all be all? Like, why are you believing into the lie of your doubts and your fear more than you're believing in your desired reality, in the potential of experiencing more joy, more love, more gratitude? And usually the answer is it's because your body is primed that way. This is why people talk about nervous system regulation. And I know that word, or like that, term is very overused. When you can just come back to the present moment and make yourself feel safe within, despite what is happening outside of you. My phone just fell. I was like, what was that? Anyway, I was saying that if you can just come back to the present moment and feel safe, whatever is happening outside of you, like you can feel safe despite that, that is when you will start to see shifts in your life. And, I'm not trying to do a shameless plug here, but honestly, the meditation inside my course, the Anti-Manifesting Manifestation Guide, it's called Become the God State. So it's called the I Am meditation. And there's a mantra there I repeat over and over again in the meditation. And it is, I'm not the body, I'm not even the mind. I'm not the body, I'm not even the mind. And this sort of connects you to consciousness, right? Like this helps you move beyond your mind, your thoughts, your body. And when you become the God state, and again, it's similar to what Anita Moorjani experienced, when you become I am, the all that is, there is nothing to chase. You won't even have to remind yourself that circumstances don't matter, because there is a deep knowing within you that everything is happening for your ultimate highest good. I don't know how else to explain this. And this is something that's really hard to put into words because it's such a somatic feeling within the body. But it even goes beyond trusting the process. Like, oh my God, you just know that everything is yours, that everything is going to be okay, that despite whatever is happening, you are safe. You will always be safe, that all you need is within you. And the outer world does not matter because you exist within. And so you only think that circumstances matter because you've created some type of story about it and you have placed so much importance on the circumstance. So the only way to go beyond that is to actually experience that beyond. Have some type of practice every single day. And again, this practice is not even a technique. Like meditation or meeting yourself in the morning is not a technique. It should be non-negotiable. It should be mandatory for every single person, because meeting yourself or coming back to the present moment where you are feeling love, you are feeling gratitude, like this is not a technique that you should do. Like this should just be the way of life. Even when you wake up in the morning and all you do is take 5 deep breaths, like that will be enough for you to make your body feel safe. And it's already priming your body like, okay, today is going to be a good day. Like I'm feeling safe right now. I don't have to be in fight or flight. I don't have to think about, all the wrong things that could happen. Like you taking deep breaths is already priming your body for an amazing day. And lastly, realize that no circumstance is fixed. Like things are moving every single moment. And the only way that things will shift and move also is the amount of energy that you give it. So if you give too much energy into a circumstance, that's the reason why it's just always alive, right? Like in your reality. So when you start to take your focus out of it and you start focusing on another thing in your imagination, that thing will start to materialize. Like I don't know how to explain to you guys that this is law. Like this is law. And by law, it has to happen. This is literally the law of the universe. Do you understand that? This is the law of the universe and you are of the universe. So you're not exempt to this law. Like when you start to actually just follow the formula, it's gonna work for you. And of course, different people may resonate differently to different techniques. But again, techniques are really just things to shift you into a different state, right? You don't need any techniques to shift into your desired state. Like this video itself could shift you into a state. Like if I'm talking and you're starting to resonate, that means truth is operating within you. And when truth starts to operate within you, you start to operate from soul and from love. And that itself can shift your state. And you didn't even have to do anything. Like all you have to do is listen to some type of transmission, listen to a video that you resonate with, listen to, frequency music, listen to anything, listen to mantra music. Like it is not complicated, but it does require your participation. Just like Deepak Chopra said, there is some type of co-creation process, right? Like it's not a passive process. Like even when people say you don't have to take action to manifest, yeah, maybe it's not really physical action, but the action is still taking care of your energy. Like there is some type of action that you have to take for it to be a co-creation process between you and soul, or you and the universe. Okay, I hope this video helped at least one person, and I hope that all of you have a beautiful day, and let me know if this video resonated with you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.